Hello! Today I wanted to make an update about two of the plants I transferred to LECA last year. I used the direct method for my asparagus fern. That video came out on the 30th of May last year. Then on the 13th of June, I transferred my snake plant, which I got as a cutting from my sister, using the long method. So I want to show you how these are doing today, almost a year later. I'm going to start with the asparagus fern that I transferred using the direct method. This one had some problems. About a month after I transferred it, it started going downhill, yellowing the fronds and pretty much looking very unhappy. Then in the beginning of July, I decided to just unpot it and see what's going on in the pot, and it wasn't looking very good. Here's the situation with my asparagus fern. It was going downhill for a while and I decided to unpot it to see what's going on with the roots, and most, if not all, the old roots died off, and these white roots are the new ones. It has started putting on new growth. You can see here and here. It was attracting fungus gnats, which I guess was because of the rotting roots in the LECA. What I'm going to do now is repot it with fresh rinsed LECA. Okay, so here's the final result. I'm loving the new growth that's coming in. Today is the 13th of April, which is almost a year later, and let me show you what the plant is looking like today. It is always putting out new growth. This is what I wanted when I got an asparagus fern. I love how this plant puts out new growth. It looks like a rainforest tree in miniature form. I also need to flush this. You can see the mineral buildup on the top of the LECA, but look at those roots. So if you'd like to transfer your asparagus fern in LECA or any sort of semi-hydro, I would suggest you go through the long method just to avoid the root rot issues that I had. Now for the snake plant, I transferred it in June and it was just one rosette, and now it's 3. I think it's looking really good. First, when I transferred it, I put it just in a transparent pot with drainage, and I was thinking of not using a reservoir for this, but I changed my mind a bit after that, probably a couple of weeks later, when it started putting out roots, and I put it in a DIY wicking setup. So this is my cover pot. I had to use a smaller pot to fit this cover pot, and this is my wick here. You can see those roots are just taking over the reservoir, and I'm so happy how it's doing, but it definitely needs an upsize. You can see that the LECA balls are just deforming the pot, and I'm thinking this will do much better if I give it some more room, and it could probably give me some more rosettes. So I want to do this today with you, just repot the plant quickly. Here I have the self-watering pot that I'm going to use for it. It's not a huge upsize, I think, but it will definitely do much better, and I'm expecting it to give me some more new growth in this growing season. so root bound. I was hoping I won't have to remove all the LECA from this. I will just try to remove the wick, so I disturb the roots as little as possible. But the roots have grown into the wick. This wick is just a shoelace that I cut and put through the holes of this pot. Maybe I should have done a video on that. Let me know if you would like to see a video where I make a DIY wicking system. I lost quite a bit of root, but I managed to leave a lot of it intact. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to pot this up in the other pot quickly, as opposed to most of my repots that turn into hour-long marathons. I am seeing a side shoot starting to form. This little thing here is going to be another rosette. Let's install the wick. I love how these pots have magnets that attach the reservoir to the pot itself, so I can pick it up without spilling the reservoir. I want to see how much room I have. Seeing as I have 3 rosettes here, I want to position them diagonally in the pot so that they have more room in front here and in the back here. And there we have it. It's in the new pot. I'm hoping it's going to do well. I'm going to fill the reservoir with what I had here in the previous pot. Here it is. I really hope it does well. I have it in a south-facing window in my son's room, of course. Even though people say that snake plants are low light tolerant, I like to keep mine in a very sunny spot so I can get the best growth out of it. For the moment, I don't have too many plants competing for the prime real estate in my flat, so I can still afford to get as much good growth of this plant as I can. So there you have it, my two projects. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. The takeaway here is that I would just recommend you go with the long method of transferring to LECA or any sort of semi-hydro, just because it gives you more control over what's happening with the roots and more ability to monitor what's happening with the roots. I think the asparagus fern would have appreciated me doing the long method with it as well, but this is a journey for me, growing and learning new things. If you'd like to see me try more things with more plants, subscribe to the channel. If you found this video useful or helpful, please like down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.